Welcome to the untold story of India's first emperors, the Mauryan Empire. We are diving deep into a pivotal era that shaped the subcontinent. Ancient India was a landscape of diverse kingdoms and republics, a melting pot of cultures and political systems waiting for unification. Before the Mauryan rise, northern India was dominated by the powerful, yet often oppressive, Nanda dynasty, while smaller states dotted the rest of the subcontinent. The Mauryan dynasty, emerging around 322 BCE, marked the beginning of imperial rule in India, establishing one of the largest empires the world had seen. At the heart of this monumental shift was Chandragupta Maurya, the ambitious founder who seized the opportunity to create this vast empire. Chandragupta's rise was profoundly influenced by Alexander the Great's brief presence in the northwest, creating a power vacuum that a strong leader could fill. Crucial to Chandragupta's success was his mentor, Chanakya, also known as Kautilya, whose strategic and political genius laid the blueprint for the empire's administration. Together, they challenged and eventually overthrew the immensely powerful Nanda dynasty, marking Chandragupta's first major conquest and establishing his capital at Pataliputra. With the Nanda's defeat, the focus shifted to consolidating power and establishing a stable, efficient imperial administration. Chandragupta expanded the empire across the northern subcontinent, culminating in a critical war and subsequent peace treaty with Seleucus I Nicator, one of Alexander's successors, securing the northwestern borders. The foundation of Mauryan governance was the Arthashastra, attributed to Chanakya, detailing sophisticated statecraft, economics, and military strategy. Chandragupta's son Bindusara inherited the throne, tasked with maintaining and expanding this burgeoning empire. Bindusara successfully maintained the vast territories and is credited with further expansion south, bringing much of the Deccan region under Mauryan control. Bindusara fostered diplomatic and cultural relations with the Hellenistic kingdoms, famously exchanging gifts with the Seleucid and Ptolemaic empires. The empire reached its peak under Bindusara's son, Ashoka, whose reign would profoundly transform the Mauryan Empire and the history of Buddhism. Ashoka's early reign was defined by the brutal conquest of Kalinga. The immense suffering witnessed on the battlefield caused a profound spiritual crisis. This crisis led to Ashoka's conversion to Buddhism and his adoption of Dharma, a policy of righteous governance, nonviolence, and social welfare. Ashoka disseminated his moral code through the famous edicts, inscribed on pillars and rocks across his vast empire, serving as universal moral guidance. Despite its grandeur, the Mauryan Empire began to decline shortly after Ashoka's death. Factors leading to the collapse included immense financial strain, weak successors unable to control the vast territory, and internal rebellions. The Mauryan Empire's legacy endures in India's political and cultural identity, laying the foundation for future empires and establishing Buddhism as a world religion.